Hi friends, thank you for joining me for another edition of Tarot Pick a Card. Now, you know that person that you're thinking about? Well, they can't stop thinking about you. And you want to know why they don't come forward or nothing else really happens? Let's find out. So here is going to be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Observe and see which one really calls out to you the most. You can pause this video if you'd like. And the timestamp is also in the comment box below. So without further ado, here we go. Hi, pile number 1. So you chose the Seer stone. I haven't looked at the card just yet, and I do, of course, want to do this reading different than my other pick of cards. So here we go. You chose the Seer stone. Now, a lot of people use these stones for scrying. If you look, this part is like super smooth, and yet the outside seems to be like an opaque. It's almost like a candy-coated gummy or something. I don't know why I describe it just like that, but I did. When you look in here, it's like you bite into the gummy, you know, those candies, and you take a look and you could see everything that's in there, and it's clear as day. But on the outside, there appears to be like a thin shell of mystery. So we're going to find out exactly what that means in your particular situation, because you think you know, but then you don't know. And that's why we're all here, right? Okay. So no surprise there. Pile number 1, I want to tell you that this person is not coming forward and not making any movement, progress, contacting you, because they're basically locked within their own mind. They feel like they can't move one way or another. Any move that they make is going to be an incorrect move on their part, or at least that's what they're thinking and fearing, okay? This person has deep-seated, I want to say anxiety and fears of being, I want to say locked up, confined, restrained. This person can feel like they believe that you are going to try to change or control them, or simply because they have a desire when they're around you, when they think about you, look at you, they feel like they want to change and blossom and not be the same way that they've always acted before, and that does cause anxiety as well. Now keep in mind, these are general readings. You apply the story as it fits or not at all. So take only what fits and leave the rest for someone else. Now this cage, if you notice, is sort of imprisoning the person, but it's open right here, and so they can actually lift off the top of it. And I feel like this is a reference to how they can really get out of the situation if they really choose to, by getting out of their head. Okay, so it's only thoughts. They lack clarity, they have some brain fog going on, but they have a secret dream. That's why they're in the cage, actually naked and shielding themselves. I don't think they talk about many people about this situation. So what else do we need to know? I'm going to try to shuffle here, camera. Let's find out. That was a lackluster shuffle. I'm still trying to figure out how to angle my cameras, and they always seem to be in the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I will tell you right now, this whole deck was straightened, and this came out for you in the reverse. And so I feel like this person feels like you're not going to judge them fairly. If you had any encounter before, if you know who this person is, then what they're saying is, I'm afraid that after so much happened, that you are not going to judge me fairly, that I won't get a fair shake of, you know, a fair chance to even speak my mind, because the swords are about communication. And this is even, she has wings right here. And so this person does want to come towards you, but they just feel confined. They don't know how. They are locked within the prison of their own mind. For a very few select of you, maybe one of you, this person can actually be imprisoned, okay? And not, I don't mean to laugh, but that's why they can't actually come towards you. Now here, it's just like, you know what? They're thinking in their minds, it's not fair. if you make a judgment, like, you know, you're going to judge me on appearances sake, or you're going to judge me incorrectly and unfairly. Now look at these buildings, or phantom buildings in the back, and I feel like this is what this person is thinking, is we could have had everything. You could have been my king, you could have been my queen. We could have everything if things were just right, but I don't know how to go about it. And this is reversed, meaning, again, I just feel like I'm going to be judged unfairly, or the story was not told properly. And so there is a form of kind of like navel gazing, self-pity, if you want to call it. I don't really know what to call it at this point. So what else do we need to know? I'm going to stand up and see if this helps. I don't think it is. Okay. Anything else for my pile number ones? Let's find out. Okay. So they know that something radical has to change. Something absolutely has to change, because if this situation doesn't change, it's going to continue in its stagnancy. It will not grow. And yet the thought of that is just really so painful to this person. If you look at the rib cage again, I want to show you this. You can't make this up. I feel like this right here is them protecting themselves, and they're in a cage as well. But then you notice the rib cage. So, and a lot of references to being caged. I feel like their feelings are caged up as well. They're not being open about anything. And I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to say that I'm going to use my people. This is a divine masculine, whether you're looking at same-sex couple or other. The one that acts more masculine or feels more masculine is on this side for me, and the feminine is on the other side. So for now, we're going to put this guy here because he just can't quite make up his mind or her mind, okay? They are in a stagnant position where they can't move one way or another. There we go. Let's get this closer on camera. Perfect. Now, I want to point out the lilies, okay? So I feel like you are waiting, or this person is waiting for everything to die down, die out. Maybe there was a big blow up, and they used to be partnered with you, or you were just friends or whatever, but this person cannot stop thinking about you, and they definitely want things to grow and bloom. I feel like times are changing for them, and they acknowledge that. Even the fields seem to be overgrown where she's at, and she's wearing this gorgeous dress, it looks like to me, of blooms. And so I feel like when the situation dies down, maybe they're waiting for things to calm down, or maybe they spy on your social media and think that you have a lot going on and they want things to calm down. They want to actually approach you when no one else is around. They definitely don't want other people knowing about this because they fear rejection so bad. So they want to come towards you in a manner that is discreet so that they can speak their truth. They're looking towards a future with you. Yes. And so they're also wanting great clarity. They want to give you clarity, but they want to know what is the best way to approach my beloved with this lock yet in place. So unlock my mind. I want to come unlock my mind and progress towards my loved one. And that would be you, the one that I'm thinking about, the one that I'm obsessed with. Now, if you look at the background right here, everything is super icy. And this happens to be icy too, icy ground. So I feel like a couple of seasons have passed. If you do know this person, a couple of years could have passed, many years could have passed, depending on your situation. They could see you and know you from social media. For most people, I feel like this is, they know you, okay? You've had experiences before together, and I feel like something didn't go quite well. Now, if you look right here, obviously the key is going to fit right in here. Okay, that is going to unlock the mind and be able to, okay, I just heard I want you to be open-minded. I want you to be open-minded. I'm protecting myself. These are channel messages now. And I'm feeling like I can't come towards you because I think that you're going to judge me. You seem to have everything all put together. And I know the kind of people that you like in your life, and I don't really match that stencil or that prototype. But I really want to be a part of your life, and I really want things to change between us. And I'm sorry for what transpired in the past. Yes, and so I'm just flipping my cards. The bottom of the deck, I have this card right here. And I've got the Ten of Cups. So they actually would really enjoy having a family with you. They think about having a family with you. It could be family of choice. It doesn't have to be like, you know, the status quo happily ever after or whatever. I mean, it can be, but they definitely want to have a type of commitment. They want emotional fulfillment with you, and they perhaps on the top of their minds wanting children. Okay, so maybe they want kids and they want to bring you into their world, all right, with all of their existing family right now, but they don't know how to make that happen. And that's what's going to be the most emotionally fulfilling for them. Now, somewhere over the rainbow, they feel like this is a dream that they cannot attain. That's why they have not come towards you thus far. Now, what is going to actually happen? Okay. So here I just had cards just dump out. I'm going to grab them as they fell. So you're definitely their dream, their vision. It is what they want. Things can be complicated for them as they see it. I also got this card and it came out sideways, the King of Cups. They have a lot of emotion when it comes to you, and look at how much emotion is involved here, and they can't stop thinking about what it would have been like, or what it would be like to have a family with you, to be close to you, to draw near to you. And they are just like emotion rocks the ocean right now. They don't know if they're coming or going, but whenever they think about you, you're definitely it's a trigger for them, okay? Because I'm going to move this right here right now. Because what they're looking at is they're wishing upon a star. They're not telling anyone. It's like a big secret. That's kind of no secret. But they definitely find your social media. They look at you with a lot of fondness. They save your pictures on social media, from social media. And I know it sounds like a creeper thing, but I don't feel like bad vibes at all. And they're looking at like, when can I come towards my beloved, my loved one, the one that I want, the one that I have my eyes set on? That would be you. Okay, that's what they're thinking. And they just don't know. They're like, oh, it's clear. This is how I'm doing it. Nope, I don't know. They're going to judge me and it's not going to work. Back and forth, back and forth, and forth and back. This is what this person is doing. Now, what is it that they love about you? And most of all, I feel like I want to know personally, do they have staying power in your life? Show me now. Okay. Woo! Yes, movement. We've got movement. So this person will be moving towards you. And what happens is they're going to have to leave an old world. They're going to have to leave the past, old thinking, old patterns in order to come towards you. So this is my man right here, with a positive movement forward, wanting to draw close to you, his beloved, right? In order to have perhaps that family, or bring that family closeness that they desperately want with you. And I think that's quite lovely, of course. Now, it's going to be a little bit before they can actually make this move. They're in a period of transition right now. I feel like they are looking at themselves in the mirror, because this is almost like a looking glass and the horse is jumping through it. It's like, this is my freedom. I can navel gaze and look at myself, but once I look at myself, this is what I need to change, and I'm going to jump into freedom. So let's find out what that looks like once they do. Move this over. So once they move and make a move towards my viewer, what is likely to transpire, please? Okay, I can't shuffle like that. I'm just going to do it. What is going to happen once they start moving towards their beloved? Let's find out. Okay, 3 of Cups. They're going to wonder why it was that it took so long. What took them so long? Why is it that they just didn't bite the bullet and go and do this quicker? Sorry, this is like bugging me. Even though I cleaned the plate before, every single time, it gets lint from everywhere. But they're going to be thinking how beautiful it is to commune with you again, or for the first time, whatever the storyline fits. They're going to really enjoy being in their power, also feeling authentic, feeling joy. Perhaps having a couple of drinks, or just having lunch, dinner, grabbing a cup of coffee, whatever works, but they're headed towards you and making a positive movement forward. And it's going to be really emotionally satisfying for them. They are just going to be all about like the love, I feel. Oh my goodness. Okay. And your reaction? One of two ways. Okay. You're going to feel totally complete within your power. A lot of solar plexus energy here. Feeling complete within your power. You're going to be like, oh, I got a message. How cute. He likes me. You know, or it's how cute, he wants to take me out, and you're not super interested. Or it's going to be one of those that you actually totally are open to this person and you really like and enjoy them. You get into a relationship or situationship, whatever you want to call it, and you maintain your independence, which is my vote. The independent part, okay? So I think that this would be a really nice relationship if you allowed things to work that way, and if it's of your choosing. Otherwise, if you choose to decline the offer, you're going to be like, oh, that was cute. That's cute. That's a cute little message. But you're thinking of your own abundance and your own independence, and you're going to keep your abundance and set independence. I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is you coming close, willing to give it a try, seeing what things are about, being optimistic. And this is your beloved wanting to lay claim to you, not in a possessive manner, but just wanting to be with you. Now he's going to draw super close to you, and he's going to want the kids probably, or have a fur baby with you, or draw his current family to you and blend your families together. Now, also another scenario is that perhaps you might pull back a little bit and have it all together, but still remain super independent, okay? Pile number 2, if you've chosen the feather with pile number 2, let's see what this person is thinking about you. So we have the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords, this person, whether male or female, they want to come towards you, but they want to get through the nitty-gritty. They want clarity. They are not going to make any action whatsoever until they decide what's going to be good and fair, what's going to be just. Do they know all the ins and outs of you? And while it may not seem to be realistic, like you can't know anyone and then make a move or a decision, they're going to glean as much information as you as possible. That includes going through your social media, asking friends and family discreetly. I know it sounds like a creeper thing, but maybe even finding out a little bit more about where you work and how you work and things like that. So I feel like they're going to really do their homework. I have a lot of vegetation here, indicating that this person is not going to move forward. They have their eye squarely upon you. They're not going anywhere either. Well, they're not going anywhere, period, towards you or anywhere else. They're not looking at anyone else. I feel like they could have maybe even they're a different race or religious background than you, or they were raised really different than you, and that's why it's taken them a little bit longer to scrutinize and make sure that you fit in their life, or vice versa. But they definitely cannot keep their eye on you, as indicated here. And that's how I'm getting the messages that even the birds come and give them messages. They know everything. They notice everything. Okay, don't be creeped out. I don't mean they know everything about you. They notice everything. If you're posting a picture and you're hanging out by the pool and it's a candid picture, they're going to notice if there are 2 cups there, or if there's another towel in the picture or whatever. They're going to notice small things like that, and they're going to kind of wait and see if it's something that it's going to be good for them as well as you. I feel like this person's fair. They're very intellectual, but they're not one to be trifled with, and they don't want to get their fingers in the mix if you're attached to somebody else, or if you're out just to have fun, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so what else do we need to know about pile number 2 with the feather? I do feel like written word, spoken word is going to be really important. I think that they're articulating things within their mind. They're very airy. Of course, we have the feather pertaining to the bird right here. I do think that they have maybe typed out a couple of messages and then gone ahead and deleted them, not out of insecurity whatsoever, but a real decision to wait until they have more information, simply. Okay, so what else do we need to know about this King of Swords, this person that wants to come towards the viewer? Why are they here, and what are they thinking? What's going on? Why are they holding back? We know they're watching. Show me now. All right, so they definitely are going to be taking a chance with you or on you. They're waiting for the best opportunity to go ahead and approach you. Now, when I say they're careful, they're looking to make sure. I mean, look at this lady. It's on like all lush ground, and she feels like she's within a fairy tale singing, but the reality of it is there's this gator or whatever this little creature is right here that can actually just bite you and is here to lure you. So, my friends, I'm going to say that your person in question that is eyeballing you and has been looking at you is really wanting to make sure that you're not going to pull like a bait and switch, you know, with this flower, like, oh, look, I'm a flower and I'm all innocent and beautiful and easygoing and not worried about anything. And then you have great like mysteries that can really consume them in the long haul. For example, that you don't have really big financial things, I'm getting in the background lurking, that you're not really being open about. And, you know, they just, even if they see a hint of it, they're like, all right, I want to know what I'm walking into. Or they want to know that you don't have a relationship attachment somewhere else, or baby mama drama, or daddy drama, whatever. Okay, fit it however you see it. But they're willing to take a risk and a chance with you. It's just a very educated, well investigated chance. What else do we need to know? Because they're going to come towards you. What else do we need to know about this person? Okay. So they could have had some really bad relationships in the past and could have been the focus on some needling, some bad words, some people like instigating and poking at them. They could have also, I heard, recently had surgery, and that's why they're intellectualizing everything, trying to get better and heal, and not worry, you know, so much about getting close thus far. They're just kind of checking out the situation. They're coming out of a place of perhaps darkness, where they think that, you know, they have been feeling kind of betrayed or having a really tough time of things, and they just want to make sure that they're not going to add more of that into their life when they approach you. They're also wanting to make sure that they travel light, right? It's not correct, because the Fool always travels light, but there's a lot of burden here, and so they don't want to bring all that drama into your life either. And I love that. This person's really balanced. What else do we have to know about pile number 2? What's going on for pile number 2 for the viewer, please? Oh, check this out. Okay, did I just whisper? My grandmother used to always whisper. So I've got the Two of Cups here, and they just feel like you could be incredibly like a soulmate, a twin flame, not a karmic, but somebody who is like their other half, okay? And I hate saying it that way, because we're always, that implies that we're missing a half of ourselves. It should be two wholes entering a relationship or situationship, not just half of people entering into something that just creates havoc, I think. But they definitely want to intertwine their lives with you, their soul with you. They're looking for security and out security. They want things to be like more of a sure thing. And you can't have a sure thing unless you're talking to people, right? So they need to move towards you, but that's what this person is thinking. It's like, I want a sure thing. I want to make sure that the object of my affection is not just going to be playing games or rent out on me, okay? Because maybe they've had a lot of hurt in love. They want things to bloom, but the future is shadowy. They just don't know what's going to transpire. They actually have to move forward, right? So they are planted. They view you as somebody who is an excellent mate, somebody who has a lot of creativity, a lot of growth. I just heard pain. So I feel like they could somehow have witnessed some of your pain, maybe on social media, maybe they know family members, something like that. I don't know your life, but they are aware that you two have been hurt and they feel like it makes you equal in some way, okay? So what else do we need to know about this person? What happens when they approach, okay? I'd like to know what transpires when this person approaches, please. Oh, wow. There's going to be a little bit of a stalemate, it looks like. So they're going to approach you and then kind of dig in their heels and not really progress any further. Maybe they'll shoot you a text, maybe they'll do a message, but they're still going to be in their heads, almost like what, okay, so I'm seeing this is a reflection. This whole dress is in nature like a pond, and I've never actually noticed it before. So I feel like they're going to sit and reflect on what it is that you're going to discuss. They're not going to progress any further. They're just going to think about it, and they're going to be in their mind quite a bit. Your reaction, I think you're going to be thinking about things as well. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you right here. What else do we need to know? After this period of thinking, of not making a decision, let's find out. Okay. So once they gain the clarity, they're going to be making an assessment. Is this going to be good for me? Is it going to be good for thee? Is it going to be good for we, right? So they are going to really take a look and unlock and try to be really open-minded. But I feel like they think that you're going to be the Lone Ranger, going to do whatever it is that you want to do, even though these two birds are flying towards each other. This person is going to be doing their own thing. And I feel like you're, like they're even judging you, like, well, you're going to be doing your own thing, and I don't know if I should even bother approaching. That's not really fair, because that's not giving anyone a chance. But I've been there, and I've also done that. Right, so this guy represents this energy. In fact, yeah, sitting around, waiting around, thinking. Not really sure how he's going to approach, or if he wants to, or what he's going to do about it. After all of that, to me, it feels a little bit disappointing, honestly. And again, this is not gender specific. This is you. Ignore the age gap. That is not a thing in my reading at all. I'm just trying to find people the same size. And there aren't like a lot of people the same size. How funny. Okay, I found one. Oh my goodness, no, this one's partnered. All right, we're just going to stick with that. People know that this age thing is not an age thing. I can do this, or I can do this, and I'm not doing this because she's like older and stuffy, and I feel like this person views you. You might be a little bit younger, age appropriate younger, over 21 people. I'm not talking kids, but I feel like they can view you as being really light, kind of like flirty or whatever, or somebody who's so different from them because they have a lot of heavy energy. And you appear to be very like light energy, like you're going to do whatever it is that you want. If you want to dance a recital, if you want to do a pantomime, whatever the case may be, you're going to do it. But I feel like your abundance is on the top of your foremind. That's what this person is thinking. And so they're thinking, geez, I don't know if this person's going to give me a chance or not, okay, when they head towards you. So what else do we need to know about this connection? Okay, so even though this person sees the viewer as somebody who does things their own way, kind of a lone wolf, the Lone Ranger, taking care of business all by themselves, that is not a bad thing, by the way. What else do we need to know about this connection? Let's find out. King of Cups. They can't help it. They're going to even love you and want you more. Okay. For your independence. They're not used to that. They're not used to somebody who will stand on their own, do their own thing, and not necessarily want them in the picture for anything but the fact that they just want them in the picture. Perhaps they've been used in the past and they're not getting that energy from you. And they are, I think they're going to pedestal you as well. They have a ton of emotion. They want to come towards you. And they want to make sure that you are all invested, that you're all in as well. So they really are going to pay attention to your emotions, your voice fluctuations. They are going to watch the way you carry yourself. Oh my goodness, they would love to set up shop with you. And what I mean by that is like a family, a home. They would like to set up a home with you. I'm not feeling family vibes just yet. They could have a family. You could have family, with whatever the case may be. But you're trying to make your home like beautiful and setting it up. And that's what they want with you, as they want to be able to set up stability with you, okay? And not necessarily rein you in, but they want to come towards you and enjoy life with you, enjoy your sunlight a little bit, I heard. And they want to enjoy the differences, that you both bring to the table. I think that you're going to get a lot of admiration, a lot of love in this person when moved into action. It's going to look more like this. They're going to be more open before, where this person's like sitting down in indecision and maybe giving you a message here and there. Then they are fully standing up and they're going to be really wanting to move towards you and actually initiating. Do you want to go out? Let's go out to eat. Let's do this and that. I'm really interested in you, and more expressive, more active on their feet. They are going to prove their loyalty and want to prove their loyalty to you. And they're going to do things that make you feel totally special and like a princess, okay, regardless of your age. So I would say congratulations, pile number 2. And I'm going to show you how this would play out. So let's give you a quick visual. This person is watching you, wanting to come closer and closer and closer, and he will. And he just really adores how lighthearted and flirty and loving you are. And you will remain independent but admired. Hi, pile 3, and welcome. So if you chose this gorgeous amethyst, I feel, first of all, that you could be a healer. You could be thinking about healing things. But most of all, I feel like your person is thinking about how you are luscious and healing in a balm for their soul. What the heck? I'm going to say that your person definitely wants to come towards you. And that's part of obviously what the video is about. But they are actively looking at ways in order to make this happen. They want to set up something solid with you, give you a solid offer, maybe even perhaps bring you flowers or a bottle of wine or things like that. They're looking for what is tangible, what is real, what is healing. They feel like you are a healing person in this world, like you would be a healing, I don't know, healing balm for their soul, okay? I think that this person also is looking for longevity. They're not looking to hang out here a little bit and then just go and do their own thing. They definitely want someone, specifically you, someone, viewer, they want you to be the one. And so if you look at this, I mean, look at all of the layers and layers and how much time has passed. And I feel like even this interesting little thing growing here, it could be a flower or some kind of a tree to be, I don't know what it is, but they look and they're thinking slow and steady wins a race. They think it's going to take a little bit of time to win my beloved over, but I know that I have to come towards her straight or come towards him straight, even if it's the same sex, okay? I don't read gender, it's just about energy. And I need to come at the viewer in a straight manner, meaning that it's got to be tangible. It can't be all sideways, like, oh, hey, let's hang out with some friends, or hey, come over, I'm having a party and you can just join in. No, they want something concrete and solid with you. They're going to make it known. It's going to be a little bit of like old fashioned or salt of the earth, like I want to bring you a meal, or I want to cook for you. I heard that. And that's going to be a really big thing. You're going to know that you're important to your person and how much they've been thinking about you, because they put a lot of thought and energy into this already, even though you don't see anything growing. I mean, if we consider it took a long time for this vine to even sprout above the earth so she can see it, it has taken quite a bit of time for your person who's interested in you and a little bit, I don't want to say stalking, that's such bad connotation. Stalking doesn't always have to be a bad thing, okay? I'm just saying everything in moderation. And so if this person has been just looking at you for a while and they're just really wondering how it is that they can make your connection grow into something that is more solid. They don't want just a haphazard connection. They're not going to be like, oh, hey, what's up, beautiful, or anything like that. They want substance because they know that you're bored with that and you're not going to have anything less than. Okay. They, by the way, view you as the whole package. You are strong, independent. Yeah, look, you are completely abundant. You are in tune with spirit. You are looking at your own cornucopia. You don't look for other people to supply you with things or give to you. Like, you're not looking for handouts at all. That's not what you're about. And they admire that about you. I think they admire the stillness in you. Look at how still she is in order for that bird just to really trust her enough to be so close and be on her finger like that and have that beautiful relationship. I feel like also they see you as somebody who is all fired up. This is your solar plexus, of course, and this is like somebody who goes after what they want, regardless of what anybody else says. They're interested in their own abundance. Abundance can also be what gives you joy, what makes you feel the juice of life, what makes you feel excited. And they see that even though other people don't see you, and it doesn't have to generate money, although I feel like a lot of times it can. The joy of life is just living in the moment and the experience. For example, if you love yoga or sharing yoga videos with people, or like business yoga for those who are stuck in cubicles or stuck at home, whatever the case may be, it may not be anything that's like super, monetarily give you gain, but in your world, it creates a wealth of joy, a wealth of support, a community that never would have been there had you not done that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I want to say that they do also view you as somebody like has all of this, but you're also really reserved, and so they don't know how to get beyond this fence, and that's why it's taking a while. They know that's why they need to come at you straight, because you're not messing around. You're not about that life, that flash in the pan, that let's just go have drinks, have fun for 2 days, and then you're out of the picture. You don't have time to waste like that. Why? Because you're focused on building an empire, on building joy, on enjoying your abundance and creating more of it. So they are trying to figure out how to unlock basically all of the little gates, and these gates could be like how to get close to you physically, how to make the first move correctly, how to, once I do make the first move, what it is that I can actually offer in what manner, so that number one, it doesn't scare you away or come across like a creeper, and number two, that it really is something that expresses how you're really feeling. It conveys what they're feeling, that they want to be in it for the long haul and not just for a minute. Okay, and they also want to show you that they also want to be part of this home, part of your blessing. Okay, and I love that for you. There's just so much healing there. With the amethyst, that they know that they have to be a blessing in order for them to even be allowed beyond these gates. And that's going to be key for them, is to really understand how to be a blessing to you. And I'm not talking buying you bags and shoes and all of that crap. I personally don't care. I feel like this is way deeper than that. Just really being a blessing to you in all the ways that are important to you. If you're into that, I apologize. I'm just not. But they really want to be a blessing to you in the ways that are utmost important, like being there for you when everybody else doubts them, or doubts you, or encouraging you when people say, no, don't do that. And you're the one, you're like, but that's what I really love to do. And they want to encourage you and be the person to really encourage you and say, you know what, look, babe, this is what you want to do. And I support you. Let me help you. You want me to set up that yoga studio? Let me help you. You need help enrolling that yoga mat? Let me help you do that. Let me help you set up your tripod. Let me, what else do you need? Do you want me to edit the videos for you? Whatever the case may be. So they just want to feel supported in whatever, they want to bring you support in whatever capacity that you will allow. And that's really beautiful. And they know that that's the way that's going to break down your fences, by the way. So what else do we need to know? I love that energy so far, that they want to come towards you. I think that they are solid. They are solid. They want to come towards you. And they're willing to put in the work. What else do we need to know about this connection? What's going to happen when they do come towards the viewer, please? Show me what I need to see when they come towards the viewer. Let's find out. Again, this came out in the last reading. Okay, well, hey, a lot of emotion. Emotion rocks the ocean, baby. They are all about you. I feel like it could be a little bit stormy and choppy waters because they could have a lot of passion, and it might be a little bit rough for them to kind of rein in their passion for you, but they're completely solid. They know that you also have a lot of emotions, and they want your mind to really latch onto them. So they're going to really be focused on engaging your brain. That's going to be important because they also want to capture your emotions. They want to be a part of your world in the best way possible, okay? I also feel like they know that you are going to be scrutinizing them, that you are going to be vocal about what you see, that you are sitting on top of a beautiful building that you yourself perhaps have built. Whether you inherited an empire or a business or taking over family business, or if you're cooking and delivering like meals on wheels, I don't know your life, but they know that you have built whatever it is that you built, and it is solid. And they're going to look to see that you're going to look to see if you fit into, if they fit into your storyline. Okay, sorry, mix that up. So basically, you are somebody who is super sharp, astute. They know they cannot mess with you. And that's why I think this person is approaching you with great care. They don't want you to make them chop liver. They don't want you to, not that you would, but they definitely want the best outcome possible. And so they don't want you to come at them and just cut them down. I mean, nobody does, right? It doesn't make any sense. So here is you. Once again, ignore the age gap. That's not about that. And so I feel like you are definitely somebody who is loyal, is super astute. Look, they have fond memories about you, okay? And whether you know this person in person as of yet or just online, it could be that they just really fantasize and romanticize you. Is that a word? Okay. But they pedestal you. They see all of your achievements. They feel like you are somebody who just continues to achieve and achieve over and over again. And that could be a little bit intimidating. That's why they haven't come close to you just yet. But again, they're looking for ways to unlock that gate to come closer. Okay. Yes. And so they are definitely going to do it. They're going to come towards you very strategically. They know that you have a lot of fans, a lot of admirers. They're not going to mess around. They're going to look for a way for them to supersede all of your fans. And that might take a little bit. I hate to say it. With the cloudiness, they're not totally sure. They're going to make some small movements towards you, very small. Whether that's friending you on social media if they're not already, whether it's, coming around your job, if you work at a restaurant or a gift shop or whatever the case may be, they're going to make some small movement towards you and be very strategic on how to do things, okay? And I love that. But they definitely want to come close to you. They want to have victory with you, not victory over you. Yeah, they know that they need to really harness everything. They need to harness their mind to be in line with their actions in order to come at you in a straight way. And so that's what they are working on right now. And I love that because it is going to happen. It's going to happen 5, 6, 7. I sure counted just like that on camera even. So I'm going to say that from anywhere from now from 7 months, they're going to make a progress towards you. You're going to feel like they're at a snail's pace. Like, good grief, are you ever going to like get here? Are you ever going to take me out? Are you ever going to show me like what you're made of? But this person is making very small strategic moves. Keep that in mind. It could be on all of them on their part, like getting all of their quote act together in order that it's neat and tidy so that they present a pretty package, a welcome package, or I don't know what it's called. Or it could just be, making slow moves towards you and asking you out every now and then, even chatting and not saying, let's go out, hanging up and saying, I can't wait to talk to you another time, or texting back and forth, but slow movement progress. It could be even relocating to the state that you're in if you're living in different states. And so I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. So I'm going to give you a quick visual. Basically, they're having a slow time moving towards you. But moving towards you, they are. Your divine masculine wants to be close to you. They definitely pedestal you. And when they get close to you, it's going to feel totally amazing. This person is going to esteem you highly and let you know. And you'll feel like a princess, just like this ballerina.